And there are formulas and equations and all kinds of esoteric numbers that get fit into a computer.
Sure, but they all have the same thing. They're trying to level the playing field
Yes.
so that I can race my 30-footer against your 60-footer. In theory, I can win,
Yes.
even though your boat is larger and therefore inherently faster.
Yes.
That's the idea?
Yes.
And there are a whole bunch of these. There's the IRC, IMS, ORR, one design, the old universal rule, which anymore, and our old standby PERF, PHRF, which is kind of every man's rating system.
Well, that
when
one,
all else fails.
Yes, that one is used by more organizations around the world than anywhere else because it's a database that takes into account the actual performances out on the water. And it helps with me and my 30-footer against you and your 60-footer.
We swap boats.
Yes. And I might know how much time you're giving me, and I try to estimate where I am relative to you out on the race course. And a good watch is very important in these situations.
Well, and understanding the system, and I think the PHRF may be as important, more important to most of the newer, more casual racers than some of these other systems which are used in bigger, longer distance races.
Yes, and some of the rating systems are terrific, real hot race boats that are well crewed and are a little bit more scientifically formulated. The performance handicap helps for a wide disparity of racing boating skills out on the race course.
And the P in PHRF stands for performance.
Yes.
So we're looking at a boat's speed potential inherent, assuming the boat is well sailed by a competent crew with a clean bottom, all of that, and that's the way we rate them.
Yes,
All right.
And it has additions and subtractions depending on your equipment and your sail combinations and so forth. So it's a very good system.
David will make that clear on February 23rd.
As clear as can be made.
As clear as can be made. Then we move on to Staying Alive with CPR on March 2nd. And this is the one program for which there is a charge.
Yes, there is a 30...
I want to make that really clear.
Yes, there is a third fee, and that covers simply the materials at the site and the certification process. And this, again, is another one of the super important seminars. And for people who want to go sailing and do active outdoor things, someone is to stop breathing or to have a heart attack. This is something we should all have part of our skill set to help to resuscitate somebody.
Well, and you're also going to talk about the external defibrillators.
Yes.
And how to use those. These are certified people. This is not a casual thing.
No, this is not. This is certified people who bring this to us.
Now, let me mention, I think we should mention that there's a limited capacity for this one.
Yes.
Limited to 30 people.
Yes.
And if there's enough demand, if there are people who are disappointed because they don't get time, you're going to repeat this,
yes.
What, the following night?
It'll be either the following night or in a following week.
But some arrangement will be made.
Some arrangement will be made. We don't want anyone to miss out on the opportunity to learn how to save a life.
Okay, that's March 2nd. It'll be at Edison Boat Club. Once again, if your pencil's getting dull, trying to make notes of some of these dates and times and subjects and speakers and so forth, go to DRYA.org, and all of the information that we're giving you here and more is available there. But with the exception of this one seminar, they're all free.
Yes.
And they're all open to the public. All of them are open to the public. Now, Saving Sailing. This is sort of a continuing saga here. We did a program with the author, Nick Hayes, of the Saving Sailing book. We did a Great Lakes Log program with him. And this is a kind of continuation of that whole effort.
Yes. DRYA is very interested in promoting sailing for its own sake. Because as you yourself have said, getting in a boat and getting out on the water isn't just what it's all about. about deeper connections with friends, with family, the choices, just better living with this kind of activity. So saving sailing is to just help bring a better lifestyle to us.
Boy, I couldn't agree more.
I know, those are your words.
You're singing my song. Dawn will be there.
Dawn
Dawn is, for those who don't know, is an America's Cup sailor, around the world sailor, a great speaker, philanthropist, and she started right here, grew up in Harrison Township, and is coming in for this program.
Yes. Dawn is one of the dynamic people I have ever met. She is amazing. She has a passion for sailing. She has a passion for saving sailing. And she has agreed to come in from the East Coast just to be with us. And she is a world-class sailor.
And in addition to going to be a kind of local panel of people who've been carrying on this discussion about saving sailing, Jim Rogers and Dave Coleman and other people who've been talking about this.
Yes, there will be a panel discussion afterwards, because the idea is to enlarge the sailing community and to save sailing for its own sake, because it is such a terrific lifestyle choice. It is such a terrific activity. And I know you and I have chatted about sailing with our families, and these are just great experiences that we have great memories, and we have great experiences coming up just this year.
We met this morning before we began taping this program, and I can tell you that we've shared lots of memories already, and that's what this is about.
Exactly.
Memories that last forever,
Exactly.
for generations. Now, can I tell about the next one a little bit?
Absolutely.
It's March 16th, Basic Racing Rules.
Absolutely.
I've been doing a program like this for the DRYA and others for some time. As you know, it's a basic sailing, a program about the basics of the racing rules of sailing. Our whole sport is governed by these rules, and I think they're simpler than most people think. And so I try and teach this little 2-hour discussion way that's relaxed, that is, I hope, fun. It certainly is for me, and I hope informative. Have you attended any of these?
Not yours, Ted. I apologize. That's something that I have missed, but I have attended other rule seminars or discussions, and some of them have been weekend long.
Yep, I've taught some of those too.
Yeah.
Well, this one's going to be up at Port Huron Yacht Club, a place I love to go. And so we take the road.
Yeah, and that'll be in March, so hopefully the ice will be gone and you can watch the freighter traffic go up and down the river.
Well, maybe. That's, again, an evening one, and I enjoy doing this, and I hope people will show up. We had a big crowd for this last year.
Yes, it's important. You want to get out on the race course. It is a rules-intensive sport.
It is, and I think that's one of the things that turns people off, Mickey. And my whole point is you only need to know 7 sentences in the rule book, and you can sail safely and have fun and worry about the rest some other time. It's that simple, and you can handle this.
Yes.
So that'll be March 16th at Port Huron Yacht Club. And then we finish this at Grosse Yacht Club at kind of the other end of the DRY territory, and it's a Safety at Sea seminar. This one sounds interesting.
Yes. Not only is it interesting, and it'll be taught by a person by the name of Chuck Knowles and Margie Schneid. Safety at sea, again, is important. There are elements involved in the sport that require us to have certain pieces of equipment, life-saving equipment, just like this life ring here is one piece, but there's other pieces. And a sponsor of this is going to be West Marine, so I'm sure that there will be products there that will be samples of the things that we need. If we sail at night, we might want strobes. If we sail offshore, we may want locating beacons in case, God forbid, somebody falls overboard or goes overboard. These are things that they will be teaching. And then there is a special treat. There will be a gentleman who is a 1,000-foot freighter who will be discussing what it's like sitting way up on the bridge of a freighter looking down at all these little boats that have to scurry out of his way.
Yeah, that will be interesting.
Yes.
It's a perspective up from the bottom looking up,
yes.
as you have,
yes.
sailing dinghies. Well, Mickey, it's a great schedule, and it starts very soon, January 5th.
Yes.
The thing, again, for people to remember is look at the DRYA.org website, because we've kind of run through 3 months of entertainment, of education, of information, of fellowship that'll take part on Wednesday nights. So the highlights are, though, it's every Wednesday, beginning January 5th, 12 consecutive weeks.
Yes.
With the exception of the CPR program, for which there's a nominal charge. They're all free. And for all 12 of these, you need not be a member of anything. Just come.
We welcome everyone,
I know
sailors, boaters, non-boaters, people who just want to be entertained, people who want to learn a little more about the sport. We just encourage participation. As last year, participation soared to nearly 100 people a seminar, and we want to have even more this year.
Well, I think you will. I think you will. Well, it's a wonderful program. I know a lot of people have put a lot of work into planning the program, finding appropriate and I must say engaged speakers or moderators for the various seminars. They're all at different places, so it's important people check out that information in advance.
Yes, and the clubs are being very gracious in opening their doors and giving all the hospitality they can. And something that maybe we glossed over a little bit, each and every one of the speakers is an expert in what they're talking about. So you are getting professional, you're getting people speaking about that which they know very, very well.
Free.
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 Yes, sir.
Mickey, thank you very much for being with us. Good luck with the series. I'll be doing one of these, and I'll be attending lots of them. So
Terrific.
Thanks, and we wish you all the best with all of these.
Well, thanks for having us,
You're
Ted.
certainly welcome.
We all appreciate it.
Thank you. We'll look forward again to seeing you again right here on Great Lakes Log.